plant capacity exceeded.
Hey, hello everyone. Just sorting out a few things. And it's been a while, so I thought I would come and do a stream. I'm just going to check everything is working. That is what you don't want. And just check the stream's all up and running. It's been a little while, so we shall see. Yeah, that appears to be working. And it's been a while. Yep, good stuff. And just check Twitch. And let's see if that's
Take a lot of damage.
Yeah. So Bloodhound, you said
Don't want that. Even why it's gone to that channel. Let's see if we're off and running. Yeah, all is good.
When the journey ahead.
Let's just mute that. Lovely. Right. And looks like we're good to go. Let's just arrange my windows. And then I will tell you what this stream is all about. Okay, let's just boost my volume a little bit. There we go. Something like that, maybe. A little bit louder. There we go. Alrighty then. So here we are. So my last stream, we were messing about in a Crate Phantom. I am now in my Anaconda. And what am I doing in an Anaconda, you might say? I think the first thing, just looking at my resolution, is that I need to change my resolution. Let's display. Let's go all the way. Apply that. Yeah, keep the changes. Back to game, resume. Ah, that's better. It's looking a little bit blurry. Alright, so yeah, we're in Anaconda, and why are we in Anaconda? Well, I'm building a maximum boost or maximum jump Anaconda, and in order to complete that, I need to go all the way to Colonia to get some engineering that can only be done in Colonia for my life support. So that's what I'm going to do. If you're wondering, my current jump range is maximum 83.13 light years, and I'm hoping to get quite a bit above 84, or a small amount above 84, so I can achieve the biggest jump you can ever do in Elite Dangerous. So what we're doing now is we're basically heading to Colonia, which could be quite boring, I guess, but let me just check that that's actually set up correctly. And of course, if you are watching, do say hello. Right, so like I say, it's been a while, and my last stream I was using the wrong microphone. So I sounded awful. A tinny little microphone. So this is where we're heading to. Ooh. Loss. It's 10,000 light years away. But luckily, I'm in a very capable Anaconda.
Cannot comply.
So
Frameshift drive charging.
10,000 light years isn't that far, really. But also, whilst we do this little trip, and once we get some participant or audience participation, I just wonder what your thoughts might be on the latest update on the Interstellar Initiative. Because personally, I'm not impressed.
System scan complete.
Not at all. It's all a bit of a damn squid.
Operating beyond safety limits.
Please charge. Oh, come on. Give me a break.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Yes, I know it is. I just want you to charge it. That'd be nice.
Frameshift drive supercharged.
Thank you. So yeah, welcome along. The latest Interstellar Initiative, in my opinion, is a bit pants due to the fact that the end game is a weapon. Now, seeing as some of them, 80% of players that play Elite don't really get involved in combat, what's the point of adding another weapon? I don't get that at all. All I know is that the people who like to do combat, especially player versus player, have been complaining that the Thargoid or anti-Thargoid weapons don't hurt human players, therefore they have to keep changing the weapons around. So guess what? Interstellar Initiative is for weapons that hurt Thargoids and humans at the same time. Awesome. So, you know, you got the Thargoids coming to attack us. Oh no, we're in trouble, what should we do? Let's make a weapon that hurts us. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? You know, if we're about to be wiped out by a human race, the first thing we need to do is to develop a weapon that will harm the human race. Oh dear, what a disappointment that is. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what your thoughts are on the Interstellar Initiative, but I think it's a load of pants. Which is why I'm heading in a completely the opposite direction to build myself the biggest badass, biggest jump anaconda in the history of humankind. That's right, it's gonna be a jump monster. But in order for me to achieve that, I have to go to Colonia, which is where I'm going now. And the reason for that is that there is the engineer in Colonia, the only engineer in the game who can do some engineering on my life support. Temperature critical? I don't think so. So yeah, I just want to check. If you're watching this, just let me know if my sound's working with the microphone and all that. My last stream that I did, which was must be nearly a month ago now, was using an old webcam microphone, which was basically awful in terms of sound quality. So hopefully everything's sounding a lot better tonight, or this evening, or the morning, or the afternoon, or the dinner time, wherever you are. I'm watching this. So yeah, what you're watching at the moment is me making my way to Colonia for the sole purpose of making the farthest or furthest jumping ship that I can possibly build and I'm pretty much there.
Fuel scooping.
So if you have questions about how I've managed to achieve that, feel free to ask.
Fuel scooping complete.
I'm actually flying the intended ship, and at the moment, as you can see, I have a fully laden jump range of 80.5 light years, and if I get it just right, I can do 83.13 light years. What I intend to achieve is a jump range of over 84 light years, and then once I've got that, I know without doubt that I will have the furthest reaching ship in the game, and therefore I can then confidently go to anywhere in the galaxy and say, okay, that's as far as I can go. That is physically the furthest you could possibly go in any ship in the game whatsoever. And at the moment I've not been able to say that because I've gone with a ship, gone to the edge of the galaxy or gone to somewhere really remote, and I know that my ship isn't jumping as far as it possibly could. And okay, I might have an 80 light year jump range, but when you get to that point and there's something that's 81 light years, you think, if I just had that one more light year, I could have jumped to that little system and explored it. And of course, that's just the start of it. Things start to multiply quite dramatically when you add in things like synthesis, because synthesis will increase your jump range dramatically. So although I've got okay, now you can see I've got 330. That's a good example actually. So as you saw, I've got currently running a ship with an 83 light year range, but when you get a boost from a neutron star, you can now see that I've got now a jump range of 332 light years. Okay, and my goal is to get this ship up to, I think it's 366, somewhere around there, 366 light years, which will mean I will have a ship that will jump the furthest that anything can jump in game right now. And once I've got that ship, I will then go and explore the very edges, the very ends of the galaxy in terms of height and depth and length and breadth, and go to those hard to reach places and just see with synthesis if I can get where nobody could possibly ever go before now. And like I say, I've never been in that situation mentally. I've got to the edges of the galaxy and I've seen a system that's just half a light year away, and I'm thinking, if only I engineered my ship more, or if I had a different ship, I could have made that jump and gone and seen what's there. And that's the passion me around exploration, and that's why I have to do this. I have to have the ship that will jump the furthest it possibly ever can. And it's taken some engineering. I've managed to get class 4 thrusters on this Anaconda, which means I've made it as light as possible in terms of every component. The only component left that I need to excuse me, that I need to work on is the life support, which needs to be lightened a lot. And there is only one engineer in the game that can do that, and he is in Colonia. And so we are going to Colonia to finish that last component of this ship. And then once engineered, I plan to delve to the very bottom of our galaxy and see how far I can get. That'll be a neutron star with another star close by, I'm guessing. You always get that fast spinning sort of visual when there's another star close by. In fact, yeah, I can see quite a few on my scanner anyway. I'll get in the cone in a minute. So if you look at my jump range now, actually, so you've got 83 light years, yeah? Let's just nudge forwards a little bit. This is what a neutron star will do with your jump range. 83 becomes... Get ready. Once it refreshes, just change the scroll. There we go. 332. Okay. And I know I can get this ship up to over 360 with the assistance of this engineer. Let's just get there. Let's see if there's anything worth scanning. No. Alrighty. Let's crack on. So we do have a bit of a wake. Oh my word, 85 jumps. Hey cow, forward to Colonic. Yeah. Wouldn't that be a great place to go? Actually, no, that sounds really wrong. But yes, onward. Onward to build the badass Anaconda jump range maximum blah blah blah. And this ship's pretty much there. All it requires is my life support engineering. And this ship's already been to the back end of the galaxy, as I'm sure Cal will testify to. We went out looking for aliens. There is a water world. Just quickly scan that. Please don't be behind the star. It's gonna be behind the star, isn't it? It always is. You know when you find that water world and you think, oh, it's gonna be behind the star. I'm gonna have to move forwards and jig about a bit. Oh, but not today. Because there is non-terraformable water world. Well, we won't bother looking at that then. Let's keep going. Aye, so yes, us intrepid explorers. Cal, was you about when I was talking about the new interstellar initiative? What do you think about that? Is that something you're going to get involved with? For a new shiny weapon that you can hurt humans with? What's your thoughts? I'd be interested to know. Only recently posted a comment on the forums about it. So, such a disappointment. New interstellar initiative. Let's expand, explore, and become great. No, the whole purpose of the initiative is to go and kill things. Humans, aliens, just kill, die, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, not really interested in that. So yeah, I'd be interested if you're playing Elite and you're watching this right now and listening to me. What's your thought about the new initiative? To boldly destroy everything we already know. You don't really know, Cal. Fair enough. Well, basically, Frontier Developments have been busy changing community goals into interstellar initiatives. It's going to be really exciting. And as you know, with like community goals, you get things like, oh, a new space station, or you know, well, pretty much a new space station and all that sort of stuff, or a new weapon, all that good stuff, standard. Why is this ship? Getting a bit toasty in here. Well, the whole complete change from community goals was the Interstellar Initiative, but it seems to be exactly the same thing. Do a particular task and get a new weapon. Hull breach attack. Ooh, why is my ship running so hot? What is going on with my ship right now? What was all that about? There was no reason for it to get that hot. Yeah, Cal, I'm not into the war thing either. It's all a bit boring. Why is everything getting fried? Alright, okay. Well, I can always repair stuff if I need to. Nothing interesting here. Let's keep going.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, so anyways, I was saying the community goals to earn weapons to go and kill things have changed into interstellar initiatives, which brings a whole new thing to the game where you do a community goal to get a new weapon. Rather disappointing. Anyway, I wish they'd add things like engineering for exploration stuff to make it lighter. I mean, we could really do with, you know, the SRV bay. Now, if we had an engineer that would make that lighter, I'd be all over that. And also things like repair limpets. Anything really. Stuff geared towards making stuff lightweight for explorers. No, nothing of interest there, I don't think. So yeah, lightweight stuff. Anyway, we're doing well. Like I say, I've got me ship up to 83.1 light years, but the intention is that it will be up to 84 light years plus. Because then, and if you only just joined, the idea is that I'll be able to take my ship the furthest that any ship can go in the galaxy, to the extreme, to the edges, to the hard to the reach. And I've always strived to do that, but I've never had a ship where I could get to the edge of the galaxy, which I've already done in this particular account that I'm running now. The account called The Nutter, I believe. Yes. But I know deep down inside that I could make the ship jump a little bit further. So the whole purpose of this exercise, and what I would like to achieve very soon, and I'm on my last stage now, is to make a ship that will go as far as any ship could ever possibly go, with some very clever engineering, some very clever manipulation of the engineering itself, which will provide me with an anaconda that will jump as far as you can possibly ever get. And I'll show you one thing that if you play the game, you'll think is, well, that's a bit unusual. Is that my thrusters are class 4. Hey Star Fox, good evening. So yeah, 4D thrusters. Normally, the game will only let you fit 5D thrusters. However, with some clever engineering and weight saving and all sorts of other stuff, I've managed to fit class 4 thrusters, which of course means that I save weight. And now I'm off to Colonia for my very last upgrade, which is the life support, because Colonia has the only engineer that can perform the upgrade, which will make my life support as light as possible. So yeah, listen to the comments there. So Cal, if you know you can't get back, will you still go? And the answer to that question, Cal, is oh yes. I'll just record it and then destroy myself and suffocate in my cockpit and bathe in the glory that I've gone as far as any human could ever possibly go. And the only way you're going to do that is in an anaconda like the one I'm building right now. Star Fox, not trying to break my time now, are you? Not going to break my time now, are you? You might need to expand on that just slightly, Star Fox. I'm not quite getting it. Ah, right. I get you now. Thank you, Star Fox. Am I bucky balling? Not right now, but if I wanted to, and once I've done this upgrade, I could probably do that, yes. It's funny you're talking about Buckeye balling, actually, because I was considering going and thinking outside the box on that. I don't know if you know me or Commander Nutter, but I like extreme jump ranges and all that good stuff. But I've been considering, when it comes to Buckeye balling, what I would save, yeah, if I didn't do a certain upgrade and exchanged it for fast boot. That extra time I got in a fast boot up time, would I get an advantage? Worth thinking about, because the time savings add up. Anyway, I can't give away all my secrets into the Buckeye balling records, but I am considering fast boot. You've done a few Colonia Buckeye balls, got it down to 1 hour and 50. Nice. What was the jump range on that then, Star Fox? I'd be interested to know. I'm still working on this, and as you can see, I'm up to 83, but I know I've got at least another light year in it yet. But I'm having to fly to Colonia. This is a different account, so yeah, this is a different account, so I'm having to go in to do the engineering again. So I've got to fly to Colonia now, because there's only one engineer in the game that will do the life support upgrade to the max. 84 on empty, 79.8 on full. Okay. So yeah, stay tuned, Star Fox, because I'm going to be building a anaconda that will do over 84, and that's why I'm heading to Conda. Engine focus 4D drives, yeah. There are some sneaky tricks you can do as well, of course, because obviously you want the lightest weight as possible to get the longest range. And the only way you can really get 4 or class 4 thrusters on a Conda is to do the what's that engineering? I have to think about it now. Hang on. Let me just explore on my other screen. And I'll tell you what it is. It's something like distributor spread or whatever it is. I think it's called now. You won't reveal all the secrets. I've not tried the Buckeye Boy challenge yet, but this ship that I'm in now would definitely give it a good run for its money. I'm just trying to think of the engineer mod for thrusters. So I'm just going to check. We want. Just check my build list. Top secret. I can't show you this, obviously. So on the thrusters, that's it. Drive distributors. Drive distributors is what you need first. But then, once you've got drive distributors on and you're looking good, you get that on your Anaconda, and then the next thing you do is you go and engineer it again and strip it down. Oh yeah. And the game doesn't explode and it allows you to keep the drives. Yeah, I won't be going for that challenge just right now, Star Fox, or something that I will do. Yes, I know it's all about plotting your route. It's all about fuel tanks as well. There's a lot of challenges in there. So yeah, but don't worry, I'm not going to go for the record anytime soon. The first thing I want to do is try and get as far as I can, and be happy with that. Oh look, we've finally got a star map with actual stars in it. What's going on there? Nothing of interest though.
Frameshift drive charging.
So with efficient route plotting, you'll beat my time in this Conda. I took a crap route and beat the previous record holder by 2 minutes, and he did it for Ghana and FSD distance. Wow! It's a lovely thing, isn't it? 80 light year Conda, 199 top speed, no boost. Yeah, well, this Anaconda, which would definitely, in the right hands of the right commander, probably beat the record by quite a bit. I think the top speed on this is about 170 or something like that. Because it's really stripped down to the bare bones. Although once I get my life support modification, I will gain a few more knots. But it's all about the range. Yes, there's no shields. Yes, if I could remove the distributor, I would, but I can't. So it's just there for show, really. Although it does allow you to put 4 pips to engine and get you that extra speed. But yeah, it really is bare bones. I mean, saying that, I mean, I've got boosters, fuel scoop, field maintenance units, docking computer, super cruise assist. I mean, it's pretty capable, but of course all of those items are weightless in the game, so therefore you can do that. They do use power though, and that's why I've got a very well, in fact maximum overcharged power plant to cope with all that. Unfortunately, my sensors are new. Because I think Star Fox, if I remember rightly, the old school, you could actually get them with the God roll lower than what is available now. Is that right? The same goes for the FSD as well, actually. I think there are FSD mods with a god roll. I'm sure I saw one posted around about 60%, but which is insane. But yeah, this is a new account, so everything on this account is all new, no legacy. You've got 10.3 ton sensors. Okay, what have I got now then? Because my sensors are maxed. So that's interesting. Let's have a look. Sensors. Show information. Mass. Oh my word! I've got an extra 2 tons! Wow, you've got 10.3 ton sensors. I'm really jealous. I want those sensors. And now you got me wondering what my sensors are on my other account. If only we could trade. If only we could trade. Oh man. Well, don't get rid of those sensors. Seriously, jealous. Really jealous. 2 tons. Oh my word. With that, I reckon I could achieve, with those sensors, I reckon I could get close to 85 light years, maybe? Maybe not. The thing is, when you get to the very edge of engineering, you don't really gain a lot at all, really. But it's just knowing that if I had that little bit more, and that's what this ship build's all about. It is a all new new age technology, so not based on the old school elite. The furthest jumping ship you can make using the current available engineering and ships is what this build is. But yeah, I'd love to have those. There's a water world. I love that. Where is it? I'd love to have those shields. Sensors. If there was only some way you could transfer them. Well, you never know. I mean, there was the what was it? The story on Galnet of someone stealing a ship. I wonder if you can steal components. Would it be possible that I could board your ship and steal your sensors? 84.5 light years. Well, I think this one will. I think it'll max out around about 84.15. So you'll have, 0.4 of a light year, which all adds up. It really does. It doesn't sound a lot on the surface. People say, oh, why are you milking it for like 0.1 of a light year? And the simplest answer to give is, when you've gone to the very edge of the galaxy in a certain direction, and there's a system, and it's 0.1 of a light year away, then you know why you want that 0.1 of a light year. Uh, 84.13. Let's have a look. I do know. I have a spreadsheet. Oh yeah. Maximum, and what my ship build that I'm in now will be 84.17. That's what I'm up to. 84.17, which is a fully engineered maximum, careful management, blah blah blah, Anaconda max jump ship will do. Of course, and sorry for knocking the mic there. that's based on all new tech. Legacy stuff. That wasn't a World War. Was that a World War? No, it wasn't. Yeah, the legacy stuff. Yeah, if you were lucky to persist with the gold roll and get a good one, hang on to those modules. I mean, the thing that they did with the FSD is that people got some gold rolls, and I had one on my original account, not this one, my original one, which is still going, of course. I had a bit of a gold roll on my FSD, but then what they did is they added the mass manager, and that kind of moved the goalposts on most of the gold roll FSDs, because the mass manager kind of compensated for it when they realised that their current engineering didn't add up or equate to the legacy stuff.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, Star Parks, he was pissed about the FST too. Yeah, the ridiculous gold roll range. Yeah, then the new system. I mean, yeah, obviously the Guardian FSD booster affects all FSDs the same, but when you had that gold roll FSD and you was proud, you thought no one's going to get near this. You know, a bit like you know, my precious FSD. And then they bring out new engineering and say, oh, and guess what, you can do a special effect of mass manager. And it's like, no, you've just eaten my best jump range FSD. But yes, no, they haven't got to the sensors yet. So at the moment, with this account, I'm a little bit salty because I don't have a sensor that's that light for my Anaconda, and I wish I did, because every little helps, right? So yeah, anyway, so looking at some more statistics, this Anaconda that I'm building now, which I'm on the way to complete at the moment, on my way to Colonia, when it's finished with a neutron boost, it will do 336.68 light years in one jump. And what's that new community goal that they've well, they can't call it community goal, what they call it, interstellar initiative. It's like 500 or 600 light years away, and they've built a ferry to take players there because it's so far away. Well, in this ship, that's like 2 neutron jumps. In fact, that's probably over the top, less than that. Oh yes, we've got a ferry. It's going to move every once a week, every week. All right. Well, I've got a ship that will do it in 2 jumps, which takes me about 2 minutes. No brainer. Oh, it's 650, is it? So yeah, 650. So that's 2 neutron jumps. So that's Jackson's lighthouse plus another neutron. 2 jumps. So yeah, 2 jumps. Yeah, 660 light years. Yeah, so my ship will do it in 2 jumps. Or I could make it really practical. You know, I mean, maximum range means you're flying around in a paper thin ship. I'm not sure if I check my scanner. No, nothing of interest. This time that was. Yeah, but I'm just thinking, if I made my ship more practical and cut my jump range down from 336 down to 300, which would mean I could have weapons and SRV and all that good stuff. It's 3 jumps. So yeah. understand that. Oh, non-scoopable star. Always get worried when that happens. Better check, make sure what my next star is. Just make sure it's scoopable.
Frameshift drive charged.
What do we have? Class K. So, full kabam. It's got a K in it, so we can scoop. Or as they say, KGB foam as well as the other one, isn't it? So, am I running any star filters? No, not at the moment. I'm just gone for the full-on. Let's get there. I'm not racing. I'm just being lazy.
Fuel scooping.
But what we got? 60 jumps, which seems a lot, really.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
60 jumps. That's like 50 minutes. 50 minutes of hardcore travel. If we have a look at the galactic map, let's see how far away we got. We're heading there. 6,000 light years. Yeah. See, the trouble is, I can't fit the fuel tanks that I want at the moment because my ship is running so minimal, basically. So until I actually do the engineering that I need, can I then fit the fuel tanks that I need? Because of
Frameshift drive
the way that this build is designed, you have to fit smaller fuel tanks to get the thrusters where you want them to be and stuff. So I am really pushing the boundaries. You can't actually, trust me, I've spent time on this. You can't make a ship jump any further than what I'm building right now. But the reason why I'm struggling on this journey to the station is because I've fitted all the components necessary, but I did have to reduce the size of my fuel tank. Once the engineering's done, I can then refit the right fuel tank, which will make a big difference. Oh, Star Fox, so oh, be a fine girl and kiss me and all that, yeah?
fuel scooping complete.
As far as deliberately ruling out stars that you know you're not going to find Earth lights from, I mean, the thing for me is, once you get to Elite in Exploration, which this account is, and this is a very new account, Explorer Rank Elite, there's no value for me in just plotting for Earth lights anymore, because the way that I explore is that I'm only interested in getting as far away to the very edges and finding those interesting places. So therefore, finding an Earth like or a ammonia or the most biggest payout body you can find is a large terraformable water world. They pay out more than an Earthlight, but once you're elite, I'm not so much interested in that. Oh, that said, to find a big ringed Earth-like, yeah, awesome. Because when planetary landing comes with atmospheric, you want to go to that planet, which is an Earth-like, which has got a ring around it, which you've tagged and mapped, and go and land on it would be awesome. And yes, I do have one of those lined up, but can't go there right now. So at the moment, I'm more about, until we have that facility to be able to do that sort of stuff, I'm more interested in just going to the hardest to reach places, and that's why I want maximum range.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So, Demon Black. I remember the good old days, pre-new engineers. I had one of those God roll Condas Took me 16 hours from the bubble to Sag, past Colonia and back. I wonder how fast it'll be able to do that now with the engineers and Guardian FSD booster. Well, it's a good point, because Demon Black, Demon 1 Black, Demon 1 Seat Black, names and all that good stuff. But anyway, you know who I'm talking to. You're about to find out, because what this ship is, well, you're probably not in this particular stream, because I'm doing lots of talking and slowly making my way to Colonia. It says 58 jumps. I might have a little, see if I can play around with the numbers and reduce that a little bit, but which is approximately 50 minutes. This ship, this purpose of this ship is to make the longest jumping ship in the game, with standard available technology, not using old school gog rolls like the life support and sensors. Stuff like it's a whole new world now, Demon. Yep. Made a few cool discoveries over the years. Got bored recently though and got into PvP. FSD booster is the way to op. And just call you Demonic. Okay, Demonic sounds good. I like Demonic. I have a cat called Vladimir. And if you know the story, it's kind of demonic. So nice. I almost got tempted to start talking about my cat for a moment, and I know I shouldn't, because that's just, you don't do that stuff, right? Let's just say that when he's fully grown, he'll be about the size of a small tiger. Anyway, I do like extremes. Extreme jump range, extreme cats. And extreme chat. So yeah, if there was some way that Commander Starfox could give me his lightweight sensors, that would be awesome. And you know though, and I understand this, but at some point they will do an update for the game which will provide you the opportunity to make your sensors as light as the old school ones, and you'll be like, finally they've caught up with me, and they've leveled the playing field, and my lightweight sensors will no longer own or poon everybody anymore. I was goit hunting with a buddy of mine and geared up with my Corvette for it, and added an FSD booster. I forgot to have my A-grade FSD and with an E-grade. Oh wow. E-grade. Yeah. What is the point of E-grade? They're rubbish, aren't they? It's the first thing you change. They're good for nothing. It's like, get rid of that. Because they're just rubbish.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh, come on. Charge it then.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh, there we go. Take your time.
Frameshift drive supercharged.
Finally. Right, did we catch anything nice anyway? No. Alright, let's keep going then.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, and what have they done with this star map? The sky map's awful. Look, we've got stars now. What's the better than disappear in a minute and all you'll see is like a big brown soup. That's how it's always used to be. Look at that star map right now, that sky. sky map, and I bet it turns to mush within about 2 or 3 jumps, and it'll just be like brown. They really need to fix some stuff. Oh, look, we got stars. That's 2 on the trot. Nice.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
Star Fox, have I been to the planet in hell before? Sorry, I kind of
Fuel scooping.
well, I didn't misread. Just conscious that I didn't. I'm just catch up with the other ones. Only been made TSFSD, which I switched between Conda and Vet. I moved it from the Conda, but forgot to add it to the Vet. Yeah, I mean, the best thing as well, a little tip for you, if you're going to engineer things like FSDs and all that sort of stuff, it's best to send or purchase one of each class of FSD, obviously A class, there's no point purchasing any other. Send them all to the engineer that does the engineering, because you want to add a special effect at the end anyway, and then just farm all the materials you need, and then just upgrade one of each of those FSD classes. Job's a good one. So yeah, the skybox. Okay, you still got stars. It's one thing. Yeah, you're never going to get rid of that sector star grouping that you can see there. Looks a bit like a cube, but it's when they all disappear and it turns to like well, basically a brown mush, and you lose the star map completely. It's horrible. And have I been to Planet in Hell before? I'm not sure which planet you mean. There are a few. My favourite one, I have to say, which actually so happens that I'm on the way to as well, is the one that I call Planet Death. And on my YouTube channel, there's a little montage video about it, and it's a planet that actually that system sounds familiar. I think that might well be it. There's a 20 minute window where you can actually land on the planet. Outside of that, you pretty much die, and then once you're on the planet, then you have to dismiss your ship. Yeah, it is awesome. It's my favourite place to go. What I want to do on that Planet Death, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do, is get a load of commanders down there and have like 15 SRVs all racing around. Also, one other thing I wanted to do as well, I've done a lot of experiments on that Planet Death, and one of the things that I noticed, I tried to survive in my ship. It was a challenge I set myself, and it was a live video as well, so you can go back through my videos, you'll find it on YouTube. I wanted to see if I could survive on Planet Death in my ship as it went round the dwarf star, and I was taking loads of damage, and I was thinking my hull was down to about must have been around about 20%. And then I thought, do you know what, I think I might just make it. I might just get round on the planet's surface in a ship. And I did it by basically landing on the planet, lifting the landing gear, and then lying on the belly, so that I could still use my heat sinks, because when your landing gear is down, you can't use your heat sinks, therefore take more damage. So I had a load of heat sinks, and I basically landed with the gear up, switched off the thrusters, and was using my heat sinks. But then the heat sinks got damaged, everything got damaged. But then no, I mean, the jet cone didn't get me. What happened was, when you go around the just trying to catch up on the text as well. When you go round the dwarf star, you go through the exclusion zone. That's how you get so close to it. Now, in an SRV, it's not affected by the exclusion zone. So in an SRV you can go through the exclusion zone, but what you can't do is take your ship through the exclusion zone. So what happened, it was quite hilarious, was I was sat in my ship, and then once the planet got or went through the exclusion zone, my ship got knocked off the planet. It just knocked my ship off the planet, and then I was left, guess where, in the flipping death cone. But yeah, it basically pushed my ship off the planet because I went through the exclusion zone, which was a pain. So yeah, I did a lot of research, but you can build a ship that will survive the harshness and everything else, but what it can't survive is being knocked off, physically pushed off the planet when you go through the exclusion zone. Because I was there thinking, oh, I'm going to do it, and then all of a sudden, boof, you see the planet disappearing away from you whilst you're sat in the death cone with a ship that's already disabled beyond repair due to the hassle it had on the fighters. Would the same thing happen to fighters? I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, one thing I'd like to do is leave the ship on the planet and then watch it get knocked off the planet whilst in my SRV, if that would actually happen. But then, of course, if I wasn't in this ship, I couldn't have the landing gear up and using heat sinks. But then that said, my heat sink launcher pretty much got eaten in no time due to the radiation, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it was interesting. And like I say, there is a video, I did a little montage, it's nice. It is the most stunning view that you will ever see. I'll tell you what, shall I see if I can... there's a few people watching, so I'll just try and give them an idea whilst I'm just making my way and waffling on. I'll just make this jump and then I'll see if I can show you guys my little montage, because it is the absolute best view you will ever see in the game, and you will never get as close to a white dwarf star. So I'll just park up here a minute to see if there's anything worth scanning. Oh, there is. It's a walk world. Where is it? That's not it. Yeah, I know. Cherry picking. Shoot me. Okay. Yeah, right. See, let's see if I can show you that. Let's give this a go, because this is an amazing sight. So I'm going to try this on you. Let me know if you see it and you enjoy it. If it's going to stutter. So it's stuttering at the moment. I don't know why it does that. Let me try that again. It's like it has to play it through once. Otherwise you get this stuttering. So I'll tell you what I'll do actually. I know what I'll do. Right, I'll switch back to it once it's played. I don't know what's going on. It's OBS Studio. When you play a video, it takes a while. Let me just mute them. So I've just muted the audio on it as well. I'll sort it out in a second. I'll just let it play through on its own first. And oh, I've actually overdone my overlay now, so I don't know who. Right back to the top. Silly me, I've missed it now. I've got too many windows open. Maybe I can catch it on YouTube with a massive delay. And then I can say thank you. Whoever that was that did something. I have no idea. Can you believe it? I think YouTube's almost up to date as well. So anyway, thanks for the notification. I adjusted my screens to try and show you that video, which will work very nicely. It'd be worth the effort and all the hassle and all that good stuff anyway. Or in fact, I know what I could find out. Let's have a look. So I only want to say thank you to whoever it was that did whatever they did. Twitch. Let's get to history. Will be worth it in the end. Fox! It took a while. Thank you for subscribing. I had to go and do some investigation. Right. Anyway, so thanks for that. Right, let's bring the chat back. Oh, I got you there as well, Fox, on the chat now as well. Yeah, you subbed. Cheers, mate. You might as well stay here now. Yeah. Okay, so let me now try and show you again. The video should have played through now. What the Death Planet views look like. Okay, so bear with me while I just set things up for you. There's a lot of shuffling going around of screens, but hopefully now you'll be able to see it. So I'll just shuffle some screens around. And enjoy this. It should run smoothly now, and I'll kill my desktop audio. This is definitely the best views you'll ever see. Right, I'll shut up now. Enjoy. Oh, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, it is the best place to go and visit. So yeah, that's a little video I did. Hopefully that played smoothly for you and the audio worked. Like I say, I'm juggling about 5 different screens at the moment. Yeah, hopefully that worked. Love it, absolutely love that place, and it just so happens that I'm on their way there now. If you search my YouTube channel for Death Planet, it'll have the coordinates on there, so if you want to go and visit that place, it is awesome. But I do need to do another video on how to actually land on it, or a tutorial, because you can't actually land on that planet at any time. There's like a 20-minute window. Any time outside of that, you won't be able to land on a planet. You'll just die. Pretty much. It's impossible to land on. And if you do land, the first thing you need to do is send your ship away, because if you don't, then you'll die as well, because your ship will get fried. Anyway, so that's another bonus of going to Colonia now to go and get this engineering work done. Is that black blob? Is that there? Yeah, go to Colonia, get the work done. Little side issues. I can go back to Planet Death, as I like to call it. Fox, I'm not on any Facebook group. I don't do Facebook really, to be honest. Just it's all time consuming, isn't it, I guess. But yeah, I do like to put out a little video though, a tutorial, and I'll get back into that. At the moment there's so much stuff going on, you know what it's like real life. I'm trying to get a house move sorted out, so once that's done then I can settle down and start producing more videos. But yeah, do you know, you talking about the planet, well, the detailed surface scanner that we have now compared to what we have before. I can't tell you how much time I spent flying around the planet looking for a geyser or anything, any of those geological oh, have we found a light? No, it's an ammonia world. I thought I might have found an earth life on a live stream for a minute. That would have been nice. That has happened to me before though, on a live stream, finding an earth light, but this one's going to be an ammonia world. Somewhere. Where are you? There it is. Lovely. Let's mark that. How far away is it? 200 light seconds. We'll go and have a quick look at that. But yeah, when we finally got the surface scanner, oh, it's a game changer. That, I must admit, I do like that, because I must have spent probably about 40 or 50 at least game hours just zooming in outside the ship looking for any type of thing on a planet's surface that was geological or biological, and never ever found a bloody thing. Can you believe that? So frustrating. And now of course you find them straight away. And it was the same for Midland Hollow, wasn't it? The one that it's got the fastest orbit in the game. It's like 80 seconds or something like that. Oh dear. I'm going to overshoot now, look a shame because I'm talking at the same time. At least the star map's looking a lot better. That's looking quite nice, that little nebula. Yeah, but the Midland Hollow has got geological stuff on it as well, and of course, again, I scanned that planet for so long trying to find something that would make a really great video or a screenshot or whatever. Never found anything. And now, surface scanners. You want a geological place? Just go here, straight away, instant. which I'm not complaining about. I think it's bloody awesome. It was just so frustrating trying to find them before. Yeah, Mitterrand. I've done a video on Mitterrand on my channel as well. Can't remember what I called it. Just gonna scan this a minute. What is it? 7 probes. One over there, one there, one down there, one in your face, and right round the back. So we'll get one. There we go. And then chase the probes. Oh yeah.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Why does it tell you it's scanned it by 50%? Where's the probe gone? Oh, what happened to my other probe? Kamalski, thank you for the follow. What happened to my other probe there? I totally sent enough probes off. Maybe one misfired. Hey, Diamond Geezer, if you found geezers, well done to you. 89%, you're having a laugh. Have it. That's enough of that nonsense. How cheeky. Yeah, so finding stuff on planets before that was a nightmare. I never found anything myself, and I spent ages with my Mark III eyeball.
Surface scan complete.
Never found a bean. But now, of course, and it's great for video making and it's great for screenshots, because you can now go and find this stuff straight away. Get straight in there, get the planets lined up, find a good, gas giant with rings around it or something like that, and get some really cool shots now. Yeah, certainly the surface scanner now will tell you where all the interesting places are, including things like Guardian sites and crash ships like Jameson's crash ship. Anything that's on the surface that's worth looking at, whether it's been added by the game or it's just naturally occurring, like geological or biological. The surface scanner now gives you all of that straight away. And well, I mean, that's just made me think about, remember when we used to have coordinates and you had to try and get the coordinates to line up to actually find a site on the planet? Oh my word, why was that so hard? It was like, okay, I'm going in this direction, I've been there, oh hang on, now I'm going the wrong way. That was a nightmare, wasn't it? Trying to find somewhere by coordinates. But now, yeah, everything's a lot easier. Elite Dangerous has become Elite Tame. Fox, you found a lot back in the day. I don't know, you had that technique. I mean, I looked into those techniques, and you had to be like 3 kilometers from the surface, and oh, I can't begin to tell you how much time I spent looking for those, but yep, never ever. So well done. So well done to you. I never found a thing by my own eyeball ever. What is all these stars? What's going on? Why is there so many stars? Oh God, what's going on here? No. 48 objects. Well, I'm not going to scan all those. I'm just interested in the water world, which... here we go. That's all I wanted. Who says that I cherry pick? I can't believe that you say that I cherry pick systems. It's outrageous. Actually, no, it just makes for a really boring stream otherwise. Oh, that's nice. Very pretty though. If anyone wants to come here, take a screenshot now. But I've got the water world. Is it terraformable? Nope. so you can go and scan it as well. I'm in a hurry, I've got things to do. I want to get to Colonia and build this ship. I'm already elite in exploration, so there you go, going off that system. Looks quite interesting actually. Oh, and finding materials. I'll tell you what, talking to materials on planets, they say that arsenic in the game is common. Common? You're having a laugh. It's like impossible. I can find the most rarest resources in the game easy. Super easy. It's so easy, it's insane. But arsenic is crazy. And so, as much as I hate doing it, the only way to stock up on arsenic is to go and find polonium, which is easy to find, and you can find that within seconds and stock up and fill your boots with, and then go to material trader and then trade it down to arsenic. It's the only way to get arsenic. Oh, it's such a nightmare. And of course you need that for your FSD engineering as well. And of course synthesis for your bigger jump ranges. But yeah, arsenic, what is going on with arsenic? It's not common. It really isn't. It's really frustrating. Well, for some unknown reason, there must be an area of the galaxy where the star map actually seems to work quite consistently. And it's starting to look a lot nicer. I've got a third bodies, anything of interest? Nope. Let's just grab a gas giant while we're here though. See, this star map now, the sky map, is looking how it should. But it seems that, oh, that's moving 90% of the time. Oh, that's an egg shape right there. 90% of the time, especially around the bubble and stuff. Yeah, that egg shape. The sky is just muddy brown. Yes. Well, that's a child play with the crash Condas. Trade for him, I think. Yeah. Well, that's what we do, isn't it? We have to go and do those exploits. And of course, for your data, you go to Jameson's craft ship site. And just gather up loads of scans to get all the other stuff. And the weird thing is, I mean, I don't really do combat in the moment. I will be doing on my other account, my old account, because that's double elite, and I just want to triple it up and get elite on combat as well. But that's my focus at the moment. My focus is getting this exploration ship finished. That's nice. What is that? Is that a gas giant? Let's have a little looky. Well, that's definitely a gas giant there. Pretty. Class 4, quite rare. But we do also have a water world. Let's quickly find that. The reason why I'm collecting some of this data is because I want to use it for the engineer unlock when I get to Colonia. Because I've not been to Colonia before with this account. That is a ringed water world. I do like a ringed water world. You're probably wondering how I knew that before I scanned it, right? Well, there is a technique. I just want to see if it's terraformable. If it's terraformable, I'll go and scan it. Look at that. Blazy scanning. It's not terraformable. Oh, what a shame. I do like ring water worlds and earth lights, but if it's not terraformable, I'm not bothering. I'll spit my dummy out. Not interested. Bye. On to the next system. Ooh. Trying to cap. Oh, it's an L-class star. Won't be scooping from that one then. I'll check on the chat. Yeah, I like all the crash sites, like the Thargoid sites and all that good stuff. Guardians, stocking up on stuff.
Complete.
Like I say, Jameson's crash ship is the place I go to for all my data, and then convert it to what you need afterwards.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, Fox, you called it out there. If you want all your stuff, that's a great summary of what you need. If it's data, raw or manufactured, those are the places you go to. I mean, Dav's Hope's always been a good go-to, but they're not. You don't get any of the top level maps.
Warning. Frameshift drive
You just get the
operating
rare.
beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
And you also tend to get stuck in the structures, which happens a lot around Dav's Hope.
Drive charging.
There was a bug at one point. What was that bug where it changed name and it stopped being Dav's Hope? The sign changed. I'm sure I've got some screenshots of it. I don't know what it changed to. I think it changed to like Bob's Hope or something. Maybe it was some Easter egg. Hey Fox Sladers, thanks for joining. And take it easy. How are we doing anyway? Well, I don't think we're going to get to Colonia in this stream.
Fuel scooping.
22 bodies. Anything interesting? No.
Frameshift drive charging.
How many jumps we got left? Oh, we're down to 36. That's approximately half an hour. Should we just get to Colonia in half an hour and not just go full on pelt? What do you think? Vote down. I can do a foot. Oh my word, I think I need to scan and get some fuel. I've just looked at my fuel tank. That's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Don't just go into a non-scoopable. What was I thinking? 80 light years? I've not been concentrating, have I? I'm not going to do 80 light years with that much fuel. Oh dear. Don't panic, let's go to the star map. Right, where are we? I kind of overcooked it there. Whoa, that's a lot of stars. Oh, that's why I don't like being in the middle of the galaxy, there's too many. Right, let's see if we can jump to an interesting one. What's that? A class. Oh my god, that's way too many stars. Ridiculous. Where are we in the galaxy anyway? God, we're not even near the core yet. Right. Okay. Oh, I just saw something interesting in the corner of my eye. 7 light years. That's not a Y. That's what I'm after there. Yeah, let's go to that baby. Plenty of fuel there. It's an interesting system as well. And look, that star map's so screwed. That's 8 light years away. It should be as bright as a flipping button. Can't even see it. Hey, yeah, thanks for the reminder on fuel. Well, the core is like that. And it is like that in real life as well. There's just ridiculous amount of systems. Right, let's go and get some fuel. Should be an interesting, probably binary. I'll probably die in the middle of a star now. Let's see what happens. Oh, we're okay. It's not binary. We're not going to get fried too quickly. Right, let's fill up on fuel. And continue our journey. Shouldn't take long. From empty full in a few seconds. Let's see what's here. There we go, that'll do me. Thank you, Star. Au revoir. Right, what have we found in this system? Anything of interest? No. Should we just scan one for the sake of it? There you go. Hi Mel, nothing of interest. Right, okay, we can now continue our journey. 400. Oh, it needs to remap. I was going to say, I thought it was 421 light seconds for a minute. Light years. Let's let it calculate. Yeah, but you will get a lot of stars at the core though. Because it's just the very nature of the beast. 4,000 light seconds. 4,000 light years. That shouldn't take long at all. It's an interesting nebula up there. Anyway, we're not exploring right now. We're just heading to Colonia. How many jumps? 37 jumps. Okay. I should be able to do that in 30 minutes. And this ship will be even faster once I get the new fuel tanks fitted. Let's just go for it. So how's everyone else doing on this evening, morning, depending on your time zone?
System scan complete.
322 light year jump coming up. Oh come on, so slow to turn the Anaconda.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I was just thinking whether I could give anyone any tips. Is everyone watching at the moment? Are you all elite players, or some people came to watch someone kick a football into a bucket and randomly ended up watching this? You know how it goes. So, about half an hour from Colonia, and
Fuel scooping.
the engineer unlock grind begins. Just make sure I get a full tank. I don't want to get caught out again like I just did. Interesting,
Complete.
but not interesting enough.
Frameshift drive charging.
Actually, I need to check to see what my frameshift drive's doing. 82%. I need to repair it shortly. Because it is down to 80% nearly.
Temperature critical.
Anything of interest here? Nope. So we'll make one more jump, then I need to
Charging.
repair my ship. Otherwise my frameshift drive is going to fail. as it is now on 82%. I think one more neutron star will probably finish it off. So, where is everyone else in the galaxy at the moment? Hey, Demonic, thanks for the follow. Where is everybody else in the galaxy at the moment? I mean, my other commander at the moment is heading towards Beagle Point, but I'm considering on abandoning Distant Worlds too. Slightly, but that sounds really wrong. I know I shouldn't. But it's like there's other things I want to do. And I've been, you know, when you've been there before, it's like, why would I want to go there again? But, you know, for the... There's just nothing in this system of interest at all. Let's keep going. Right, let's go full on, flat out. I'm not even going to bother looking anymore. Just go for it. Full on Colonia. You're heading off, it's 1 AM. Wow. Would that put you in Europe then, Demonic? I'm in the UK at the moment, and it's just gone midnight. I wonder where everyone else is that are watching right now. Right, let's go full on. Let's get to Colonia for the end of this stream. That'd be an achievement, right? 32 jumps. Okay, challenge accepted. Do it in the next 25 minutes. Kind of need to concentrate then. Get up to Bucky eyeball speed. There's probably an Earth-like in this system. I knew it. I'm going to try and go as fast as I can. I can't help it, I want to have a look because I think there's going to be an Earth-like here. No, there's not. Oh, gutted. Right, let's go. Hey Cal, you're in Ireland. Awesome. So you're GMT as well then, I guess, so it's just got midnight for you too. Yeah, I'm in the UK, not far from Liverpool. I'm sure some of you might have heard of that area.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
So this is what you call extreme fast travel. The only thing that tends to slow you down is the star gets in the way of your next jump. And you have to wait to get around the star. But I don't have the right size fuel tanks on this Anaconda at the moment, so it makes things harder because you can't jump as far as you thought or think you can. So you do have to make sure you keep topped up with fuel.
System scan complete.
Take the quickest way around the star before the next jump. As soon as your destination's available, then you take it. Why have I stopped scooping? Was that a non-scoopable star? See, that's why I wasn't concentrating again. Is that in Manchester? No, Cal. I'm in between Liverpool and Manchester actually.
Taking heat damage.
That's definitely a skippable star.
Fuel skipping.
Let's make sure we fill up this time. Should be able to do.
Frameshift drive charging.
Doing that. And heat mounts. Oh, that reminds me, I was going to repair my frameshift drive, wasn't I? 82%. Woo! Full on speed. What's happened to all the neutron stars?
Fuel skipping. System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, talking of which, there's a neutron star. What? Super cruise assist rendered inoperable. Really? 0%? What happened then? We just lost 2 modules. Wow. Rubbish integrity, that's all I can say.
Taking heat damage.
So we'll just do this neutron jump. Nothing of interest.
Warning. Frameshift drive.
Been in Manchester a few times and never made it to Liverpool.
Module malfunction.
I wasn't concentrating and I'm not sure if my frameshift drive charged or not. Judging by my fuel, no it hasn't. Round we go. We'll make this neutron jump and then we'll just stop to do a few repairs. Liverpool's the place to go for all the live bands. And Liverpool Docks, of course. It's a free museum. Why can't I find the star? Go this way. Huh. How did I end up over here? No idea. Anyway, let's charge up and then we'll do a bit of repairing, I think.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
A second away.
Malfunction.
Yeah, module malfunction. We'll soon fix that up. Don't worry. Let's make this jump
Drive
first.
charging.
Fill up with fuel and repair the ship. And then we really need to pick up the pace.
Fuel skipping.
Excuse me. So we'll just fill up on fuel. That will do. Get away from the star.
Fuel sync disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
So we'll do that. Super cruise in a minute.
Compromised.
Alrighty, we need to do some repairs. So we want to repair the. Start with the frameshift drive. Switch that on. Not off, on. Oh, stop being silly. do that. Alright, let's turn the thrusters off. I'm having to power manage quite heavily, so if I turn the thrusters off, I'll get power to all my other systems. And now the frame shift drive is repairing. What else is looking dodgy that I need? So I wish you could repair the power plant, but that's never going to happen. The Super Quick Assist has completely died, so is the advanced dock computer. I don't need those right now anyway, so I'll leave those till later. Don't need a cargo hatch. Not worried about sensors. I suppose the frame shift drive booster could do with a bit of a repair. Oh, takes so long. In fact, I think I'll leave the rest of the stuff until it starts breaking. Wow, like watching paint dry. I suppose I could have fitted A-class for a faster repair, but it is what it is. Right, let's put that back online.
Thrusters online. Power plant capacity exceeded.
Okay, good to go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Dear. I've got 15 minutes to do 25 jumps. That might be a struggle. But we'll do our best.
System scan complete. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging.
So yeah, really I want to try and land at Colonia, which will gain me favour of another engineer as well, so once I get close I can sort that out when I get there. Okay, is it me? Is that a really big star? Why is it acting like such a big star? Anyway. I don't know why that's taking so long to get going around that star. It's kind of a standard star, really. Never mind.
Fuel scope disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Hey Cam, gotta go to bed soon. So have I. But yeah, no, need to get going. You can always catch one of the last exciting ones in Colonia tomorrow. But I'm determined to land at Colonia before I end the stream, so. But I do appreciate the support. travelling to a destination is always the boringest bit. But it will bear awesome fruit with a maximum range anaconda.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right. We got 22 jumps, 15 minutes. Let's do it.
Fuel scooping. Cannot comply.
Be too soon.
Frameshift drive charging.
Neutron star. Doing this as quick as possible.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
So old. Really? There.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive
Just gotta
charging.
grab that. A few extra pennies.
Fuel scooping.
Three bodies, quick look. Nothing interest, keep going.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, 19 jumps. It's a hard slog.
Temperature critical. Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
As you can see, the ship's getting a bit hot when I try and jump as soon as possible. 'Cause I'm close to the start. We're nearly at a point where we can repair the ship properly, so. It's all good, really.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
else there to say? Well, I mentioned earlier in the stream, and if you only just joined or been watching recently, I'm not very impressed with the latest interstellar initiative to basically get more weapons as an explorer. I have no interest in that initiative, or what we used to call community goal. Don't need weapons for an explorer yet. So, I have no interest. Let's try and quick do these last few jumps.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
Jumps. Ooh. I can hear my bed calling, but I need to get to Colonia.
Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
Soon be there. I really need to go to Colonia first as well, so let's make sure I'm going to Colonia.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
No. 14 jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
As you can see, I've not been there before, but I need to go there first and sell this data, which will get me friendly with them, which should unlock another engineer as well.
Ready to engage. 3, 2.
Why did I go to galactic power? It's not interested in that at all. Engineers after this neutron jump.
System scan complete.
Guess the star's the only object.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging.
322 light year jump. Bish bosh bash. These engineers is... Let's exit that. Don't get started, do we? can't remember which engineer. It's hard to multitask, isn't it, in this game? Because if I go to the engineer screen now, it'll just throw me back out again. But there is an engineer that needs to be invited by the Colonia Council, so that's why I'm heading to Colonia.
Taking damage. Hull integrity compromised. Taking damage. Fuel skipping. Frameshift drive charging.
Why is everyone getting so hot? That hull's gone to 85%. I might have to do some more repairs at this rate.
Taking damage. Warning. Taking damage.
Oh, come on. Where are we at? Modules. Sensors. Thrusters. It's the power plant. The only thing that I can't repair. Is it 93%? So what's all that? What's all that? What's all the emergency about? I've got enough to get me where I need to be. Right, wait for the FSD to cool down. In fact, I might be able to make a straight jump. Oh, no I can't, the star's in the way. How annoying. Right.
Frameshift drive charging.
See, that's from Russia, you see, everything gets a little bit hot.
Damage. Frameshift drive charging.
We'll be there soon. Giving the ship a little bit of grief. But we'll be fine.
4, 3, 2.
And we can all rejoice when we get to Colonia, right? Let's focus and try not to take any more damage or get issues.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete.
Shall we scoop up enough fuel? Lovely.
Complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Nine jumps to go. Out for a short time. What the fuck did you do to your Conda? I cooked it, Star Fox. Totally cooked it. Trying to go as quickly as I could. Jumping whilst in the corona of a star. You're always going to take damage, right? I just want to get there now. All this travelling.
Frameshift drive charging.
So yeah, I cooked it. Pretty much on every jump. Exactly. 'Tis but a scratch. Who needs landing gear anyway? Onwards we go to Colonia for the greater good. I could stop and repair all the internals, but that would spoil the fun, right?
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh no, stop giving me unscoopable stars. 7 jumps. We will reach Colonia.
Frameshift drive charging.
M-class star, which is good. That means we can get fuel. And we need fuel, right? Determination will see us through, and stupidity will see us die.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
Fuel. Nearly forgot to fill up. Get some fuel. That'll do us.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Full
Frameshift
tank.
drive charging.
Another Y-class star. 5 jumps. Yeah, we got my joystick. Swizz around the star.
Frameshift drive charging.
We shall be there soon. Just a few stars around. 85% hull. Need fuel.
Fuel scooping.
What's that like when you watch the game if I use head look? Does that disorientate you? Just wondered.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive
Be interested to know. 3 jumps. Just a few stars to choose from. All for the love of Colonia, right? Oh, about 5 minutes later than I wanted to be. 21 light year jump.
Complete.
Once we boosted.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Good. Frameshift drive's on 90%, so we're not going to get any issues from that,
Frameshift drive
which is what we
charging.
want. And that is the Colonia Nebula right there.
System scan complete. Fuel
Colonia's the next jump. Oh, that came up sooner than expected.
frameshift drive charging.
There we go then. We'll get to Colonia and land the ship. Jobs are good. And mission accomplished. Still 5 minutes later than I want it to be, really. Like 10 actually.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scope disengaged.
Right, we want Colonia. Where's the best place? This Jack Station is the best place to land at, is it? I think. What we got here? Yeah. Who owns it? I want the Colonia Council. Jackson. Colonia Council. Ah, Colonia Council is what I want. Right, I need to go there because that's where I want to sell my data and get my invite. So I'll have to go to Jack Station. Okay. Jack Station. Whilst we're on the way there, we can switch off the... Oh. Don't need that on anymore. And fix our... docking computer, which is completely broken. Not that I need it, but if I die using the docking computer, then I'll put in a support request. What else needs fixing? Wow, took some damage there. The Super Cruise Assist is really handy for how do you select Super Cruise Assist to repair? It just skips past it every time. Turn the fuel scoop off. No, I don't want to repair it. Oh, it's off now anyway, so. And I've overshot my destination. That's okay, I think I'll just land manually anyway. Door of Enigma. need a docking computer anyway. Although right now this ship's integrity probably makes it extremely susceptible to anything nasty. But the goal of this was to get to Colonia. We're here. Just need to land. And chased of Enigma. Here we are. I suppose we could let autopilot do the work. It's actually switched on. Switch that on. There you go. Quest docking.
Docking request granted.
Must be going the other way, other side. I think these stations only have like one large landing pad. It's pad number one. I'll do most of the work and then I'll let the docking computer take over.
Scan detected.
There you go. Land it from there.
Landing gear deployed.
Give you an outside view now and then. I've got a docking computer. I don't like the way it goes nose down. There we go. We've made it to Colonia. Lovely. Oh, sinking into the ground. Interesting. We made it anyway. We have made it to Colonia. Okay, so now I can sort out my engineering and get this bad boy ready for max jump. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I think I will reward you with one last look at the Death Planet. Because you're worth it. So thanks for watching, take it easy and enjoy this little video that I love. And we will be going back there, don't worry, soon.